Welcome back to GolfN Reacts. Hey, Jared, how's it going?
Brandon, I'm well. How about you?
Pretty good. How's the golf game going? I know it's still pretty cold up there. You getting your fix?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I've really started to miss it a lot. I was able to hit in a simulator the other day for the first time in a while, so that felt nice. It was good to actually swing a club and not just be parked behind this desk. But yeah, no, I'm missing it tremendously.
Yeah, that counts. Simulator golf counts in February.
Yeah.
But while you were busy working, the team was scrubbing the internet, finding some good clips for you to get caught up on
Nice.
everything happening in the golf business. You know, last week was Pebble Beach week. Do you like watching the Pebble tournament?
I do. And there was like a ton of hot takes this week about how no one's watching these tournaments and people like YouTube Golf and people like TGL and all that kind of stuff. And look, I got to be honest with you. Saturday afternoons and Sunday afternoons, like I watch pro golf at cool venues. So yeah, I had it on.
Nice, awesome. Well, let's show you some clips. Let's start with this first one.
All right,
I'm
sweet.
sure you may have seen this. This was just an epic shot that happened.
All right, let's pull this up here. All right, playing up against a tree root. Who is this? Davis? Who's Davis?
Yeah, not a very well known golfer for sure, but he's getting some nice screen time.
I wouldn't even attempt this shot. Oh my God, he spun it?
Defies physics to me. I
That
don't
is
know.
disgusting. Not only that, like, all right, I'm looking at the initial pause. So like when his club's looking at the ball or like sitting at the ball. I wouldn't even attempt that swing. That's an unplayable lie.
Yeah, same.
I
I,
That looks like you're gonna break your wrist. Like have you ever accidentally like ripped a tree root and like not knowing it was there and hit down and hit a tree root? Because I have. And like you can break your wrist that way.
Big time. Yeah, we don't mess with it on the weekend games. And there's the ocean's long. It looks like too. So you hit this little thin, it's gone,
Yeah, a little
and
thin.
that's a
It
lot.
hits
That's
off that
expensive.
hits off that root, goes a little thin, just ricochets into the ocean. All right, so at this point he was in sixth place, or maybe fifth, I don't recall. Yeah, I think it was sixth. He was five back on the last hole. Five back on the last hole. Did he make the putt?
Yeah, it had to have. Yeah, of course.
I mean, I would assume he made the putt.
Yeah.
You never know. I guess it would have been included in the clip if it's like you made this insane shot and then like horseshoe a 1 footer. But yeah, that was awesome. I mean, that's a hell of a shot. I can't believe. I'm sure his agent and his wife and people at home were like, "What are you doing, man?" But he felt good about it.
Yeah, that's Cajones, as they say.
That is
But well
Jones.
done on the 18th at Pebble, no less. I mean, what an epic. That'll be
Yeah,
a reminds me of Sergio back at the PGA. I mean, I always think about that shot. That was as good as it gets.
that was also ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not about that life. You know what's funny though? I remember watching Pebble a lot, obviously back in Tiger's heyday, and I don't think I've ever seen that tree before, ever. So like, I am almost curious. This is where my brain goes. Like, how did you end up there? What exactly were you trying to do? Where that's where you like? I'd end up there. It
Mhm.
makes sense for you or I to end up there. But like, how did
Mhm.
that guy who's fifth place or sixth place at like the Pebble Beach Pro Am end up behind a tree on 18?
Mhm. Yeah, going for it in two, kind of easy to
Yeah,
get out of position.
that's a good
But
point.
yeah, the tree roots in California are just incredible. They're massive.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
well done.
not great.
All right, let's move on to the next. Let's stay at Pebble Beach. I think we're going to show the flip side. Maybe
Okay.
we showed the good. Let's show the ugly.
Let's show the ugly. All right, so I'm pulling this up. It looks like Tom Kim. Funny story about Tom Kim. I remember when he first came on, I was like, "Who is this guy? I like him," and I forgot his name. And so in my group chat of like buddies, I was like, "This Dave Kim guy is awesome," and they're like, "Who's Dave Kim?" I'm like, "The guy. He's like Korean. He's a really good player, Dave Kim." And they're like, "You mean Tom?" And so now he's just referred to as Dave Kim because I got his name wrong at the outset. But I was close, to be fair. All right, let's see what Dave Kim has. All right, so I'm playing it now. 210, sixth hole, pretty famous hole. Famous for Tiger having hit that insane shot when no one else had even tried to do it back then.
Yeah, this is my favorite hole at Pebble Beach.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's intimidating, but we're taking a while.
All right, we're 24 seconds in. He's still looking at the ball. Is the aim point the tower in the distance? Is that the aim point?
It's a pretty good spot, yeah.
Okay.
There's plenty of room left though.
Somebody's saying shot clock. And holy shit.
Hate to see it.
He finally hits it. Immediate no laying up logo off to the side. Was that out of play? The clip didn't go. The clip stopped. Did he hit that OB? Or I guess out of play, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah, a lot of time to spend on that result. Kind of reminds me on the par fives when you like wait for the green to clear and then top it, and there's groups behind you.
Yeah. So like, here's my thing. Like you said, there's a lot of room left. You have the tower. What were you thinking about?
Being a hero.
I mean, it's still a golf shot, a thing you've done literally tens of thousands of times. No one ever stuffs it on that green anyway. Even when you see people, when you watch this tournament, when you see people hit it, it always hits off the front and rolls up. So there's like a certain amount of like, look, you can only plan so much. And then not only did you take, that clip was 1 minute and 3 seconds long. You took 58 seconds to hit your shot. Like after you knew your line and the club in your hand, what did, yeah, I got a problem with that clip. Look, I like Dave Kim a lot. I think he's good for the game, but I got a problem with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's an intimidating shot, but at some point you got to just pull the trigger, right? And be penalized if you don't pull the trigger. I mean, we've been talking about TGL and the shot clock there. It seems like it's going to be normalized to a degree, and hopefully it finds its way into the program.
God bless. I hope so. I mean, I really think that has to change. Yeah.
Well, I want to get you ready for Arizona.
Okay.
You know, we got a trip coming up there. So here's the next clip. This will get you in the Arizona spirit.
Okay, let me pull it up here. Yeah. Just saw this while putting. The hell is that? Oh! I mean, impressively done.
Stealth, love it.
Wow. That I mean the one, how about, you know what I want to talk about in this clip real quick, Brandon? How about the other rabbit just like leaving his boy? You know, it's like that quote, I forget, if you're ever being like chased by a bear, you don't need to be faster than the bear, you just need to be faster than the person you're with, right? Like that. Whoa, you just left him hanging, man. Like, I guess no honor amongst hares. Hares?
I think they were like family rabbits. Was that like his wife or something?
I know. He was like, I was thinking about moving on anyway, so let me just get out of here. That was wild, though.
Have you had any big like animal encounters on the golf course before? I mean, I know you play a lot of golf in the Midwest where there's not that many predators, but
yeah, but my family, like my brother and my mom, formerly my parents, live in Florida. So like, I remember my brother moved down there when I was 18. And I was like, oh, I'll go down and play golf. I hadn't played a lot of golf in Florida. And the first time we were down there, we played Eaglebrook, which is a shout out Eaglebrook in Lakeland, Florida. It's where all the Detroit Tigers play. And I was down to like watch some Tiger games and whatever. So this is like the first time I'm playing Eaglebrook in Lakeland, Florida, before going to see a Tiger game. And they have a ton of water, as every Florida course does. And I swear to God, this was a 16-foot alligator. I have never seen anything like this.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And they just chill there. And you're like, they don't seem so bad. And then when they start to move, you're like, oh, okay. Nope.
Yeah. I was walking a course in Hilton Head by myself. And they're like, you sure you don't want to take a cart? And I was like, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to walk. And I remember just turning the corner and just being, steps away from this gigantic, like prehistoric thing.
They're horrifying. They are straight up horrifying. Like, you don't really, I've seen like, and I had seen after that a bunch of like the 4-foot variety, and you're like, whatever, dude, I could take you on with a 6-iron. Like you really couldn't, but like you could probably defend yourself a little bit better with one of the smaller joints. But like Yeah, that guy was like literally his chest cavity was that of a like whiskey barrel, and he was 15 feet long and just chilling. And when like we sat there and I sat there in awe forever, I was just like, what is he gonna do next? And like finally, like someone hit a shot or like someone dumped the ball in the water from the other side, and all of a sudden he just like booked it into the water, and I was like, okay, that's horrifying. I know now you never mess with these things, so yeah,
Never,
that's
never.
gross.
Well, you should be safe from the coyotes in Arizona, but watch out for the jumping cholla. That's the main hazard.
What's the
And
jumping
snakes.
cholla?
Oh, that's the cactus where if you touch it, the spines like they come off and they like stick to you. So you always see people in Arizona if they're like looking for their ball and they graze a cholla, they come out looking like a porcupine.
Good to
So you've
know.
been warned. Yeah.
Good to know.
Cool. All right. We have to show Bryson every time on these, right? He's
Yes.
like the human content machine. So he actually he wasn't in Pebble. He went out to India.
Yeah.
So Bryson spreading the gospel to the far corners of the world. So let's take a look at this shot.
Yeah, so this is on the Asian tour, which how does this work, by the way? Before we get into this, I have the video up. I'm looking at it. But how does that work? Like, how are they allowed to play on the Asian tour, and how are some of these dudes allowed to play? Some of these guys are allowed to play on the DP World Tour too, right? Like the actual European
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah, well, I think they're a lot kinder to sponsor exemptions on those tours. So if you've got money, you
You just
can
get
have
in.
whoever you want.
So, are we saying that like Liv just bought these guys entry into the Asian tour to give them a place to play?
I would assume the sponsor of the tour event
Oh
paid
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I don't think Liv paid them.
Okay.
Liv's paying them plenty.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I mean, it's better
Yeah.
for Liv if these guys have more legitimacy. All right, anyway. All right, I
Mhm.
have it up on my screen. I'm going to start clicking now. Sounded clean, he says. Oh
Just
my God.
look how much water is out there.
I got to see this replay. It was a little hard to track initially. I was surprised how poorly he played at the match, by the way.
I don't know.
And then he hold up. That was so that was an eagle.
Epic, yeah.
Oh my God. I
Always
wonder.
record around him, man. He's just a machine. Just there's always something about to happen.
I'm looking at
Mhm.
the yeah, wow. Like his actual shot. That window that it goes through, which I'm like, I don't know. He didn't have a huge window to hit, and to carry it that far is insane. That's an incredible shot.
I'm just trying to make contact out of a fairway bunker. The idea that he's like shaping it through windows over water on a
Well,
slant.
and that's the thing, like that
Yeah.
for a right-handed golfer, it is easiest in that situation to push slice it, right? Because you cut across the ball, the sand just kind of moves for you, and it's easy to put some left to right spin on that. So it moves to the right. So that didn't just have to hit the window. He had to have actually closed down the face and moved it from right to left, or else you go into the water. So like that's a 10 out of 10 for me. That's a hell of a shot.
Nice job, Bryson. Well, let's
Yeah.
go to the amateur game.
Okay.
We're gonna this is a strong 180. So we're gonna see our boys on the gram here. I know we're gonna be talking about Ireland a lot this month, so this will maybe get you in the mood for Ireland.
Okay, let's talk about Ireland a lot. I'm on the page looking at it now. It says, got paired with this guy and his dad at Ballybunion, top 20 course in the world, $450 to play. This guy was so funny, but absolutely wild. All right, let's see what he says. Oh! And he's playing Ballybunion in Crocs.
It's a casual game over there. I mean,
Is it?
I mean, they clearly tolerate this. I mean, at a lot of courses in the U.S., that guy's maybe not making it past the first tee box.
Yeah. That's fair. I was talking to Moshi about this earlier too, and they have a different. I was a good little chip. Like they have just like different dress standards and stuff there too. So yeah, wow, that was a hell of a thing, man. I can't imagine getting up onto that level and then throwing it. That part was a little offensive to me, but to each their own, I guess.
You pay the money, I guess you get to enjoy the game your way. Have you ever been paired with characters like this?
The I've only ever really had like good experiences. I remember one time I was actually again down in Florida and I was playing golf. This is years after the story I just related, and I got paired up with these two guys from Liverpool. And I, as you may or may not know, but it was in my Twitter bio for a long time. I'm a big Liverpool fan, so I've been a Liverpool fan since I was 16, and I'm almost 40, so like quite a while. And just like was so thrilled to talk to these guys, and they were great. But they had a different way of operating on the golf course that I had not seen before. We're like just talking shit to each other and kind of aggressively pursuing the ladies, cart girl, and like hitting some wild shots. And I was like, look, they were fine with me, but it was a hell of a thing to behold. And I was like, is this what Liverpool's about? And anyway, his daughter was actually a college golfer. That's why he was there. He was there. His daughter was playing golf at, I don't know, USF or something like that. And he was down with one of his mates putting it around, and I got paired with him. That was my wildest, like, I've never had someone who like rolled out in like sandals and didn't know how to play though. I've never had that.
I played TPC Sawgrass with a guy who wore a sport coat.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, it was this media day, and this writer came out. So he stole a bunch of range balls too. So he went on the range, took like a bag of range balls, brought them onto his cart, and he's just playing in a sport coat.
Whose clubs did he have?
They just rentals. Like he took. They actually took the range balls from him, and then, but you can imagine what he shot. It was ugly. It was a long day.
Yeah, it was 194. Yeah, I've played Sawgrass. I've not played the stadium course. I played. What's the other one that's pretty good there?
The Valley's there, and then World Golf Village is there. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like I'm talking actually at Sawgrass, like the one that's still on property. The other way. That range was nice. Those range balls are nice. So to be fair, I don't hate on it, but like that's a little odd.
I've played with way too many people who take the range balls to the first tee. I gotta step up my clientele I play with.
I guess. I mean, you enjoy the muni golf, and then if you get to a place where anyone can book and they give you free range balls, you're gonna have people that are like, look, I may have paid $375 to get on here, but I'm leaving with $50 in golf balls. So like that's how those guys think.
God bless them. Grow the game.
And,
all right, well, let's close with some more fashion. I think this is on the other end of the spectrum, though.
Okay, let me get this loaded here.
Our girl Jessica Alba, she's a huge golfer.
Is she?
Yeah, loves playing golf.
All right. Well, I'm a fan of Jessica Alba. I think we all are in general. So let's see what she's got. Oh my God, is that cheetah print flowers? I'm gonna lie, she's got a decent swing.
She's playing a lot of really nice golf courses all over the world.
Yeah. All right. I started laughing at the end there because you couldn't really see where her ball went on several of those shots. But if you look at the last two, one is like a straight like pull shank and into the water, and the next one was just like a hosel rocket. Right. That said, I've done all those things. But no, I didn't know she was. First off, she's like not young, so I appreciate she's out there, right? I think she's 40, maybe ish.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
I'm not young either. Look at all this gray, right? So, but look, if you're out there grinding after it, that's awesome. I didn't know she was. Is she married to a golfer? Just likes it.
I don't know. I assume so, but
yeah,
I won't assume anything really. I mean, I just look at the fashion. Like you can't really put her fashion in a bottle here. This is like all over the place. I don't even think any of this stuff's like golf fashion.
Yeah, that is fair. It's funny. I think there are competing ideologies when it comes to fashion on the course. Like I did see still of what Jason Day wore on Sunday, and I was not a fan personally. But again, like I get it. Melbourne does different stuff. They don't really care. And like, that's his style, go for it. Like, would I golf in a sweatsuit? No, I would not personally. But I do feel like there's different standards for men and women. Like women, I feel like you can be a lot more like whatever you want as long as it doesn't look like overtly sexual or just like trashy. Trashy meaning like low class. They don't really care as much. I think dudes, it has a little bit more stringent guidelines. Don't you think?
Yeah, there's just a lot more options with female fashion. Yeah, I know I've seen the LPGA Tour kind of go back and forth on what's allowed and what's not allowed with regards to like certain tank top styles and all that.
Yeah.
But she's comfortable in this stuff. Big pants, kind of like flowing robe type
I
thing.
can't like she was like playing golf in Hawaii with flowing clothes on. That's not how I would do it personally, but look, she's out there hustling, she's growing the game of golf. We like that, right?
Heck yeah. Yeah, we can have her on the scramble team. We'll call her up. We'll see if she'll play with us.
Yeah, don't say less. I'm in. You get it done. I'll show up.
Well, let's reconvene after Phoenix Open. I'm sure there's usually some interesting video footage that comes out of that event. So hopefully we don't see you stumbling around like we see some of these guys, but
yeah, you will not.
Enjoy your time out there.
You will not. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's hope everyone stays safe this weekend.
Definitely. Well, safe travels. We'll see you out there. Thanks for watching, everyone, and be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next GolfN Reacts. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.